What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Two Half Brothers. My name's Jake. I'm with my brother Alex and our cousin Evan. And today we're back with Taylor Swift,
Yes,
her Tiny
sir.
Desk concert. The song is
Death by
Death
a
by a
Thousand
Thousand
Cuts.
Cuts.
Say that again?
Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Okay.
There we
You
go.
said it weird. That is correct. You said it. Good
It
job,
was a
Jake.
donation request from our dear friend, viewer, Benjamin.
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 I was going to say Ben,
Yeah.
but then he could go by Benjamin. I don't know.
We have
Yeah,
had
that's
a
true.
lot of people request this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
A lot of people want the tiny desk.
I'm all interested. The name, Death by a Thousand Cuts, we're
Yeah.
going torture technique,
Yeah, it was a form of
Imperial
execution.
China.
Really?
Yeah,
I was
you know
thinking
what I
Rush
mean?
Hour
Yeah.
3 with Jackie Chan when he's in the top of the Eiffel Tower and he's fighting that dude with he's got the katana. He says, "I'm going to cut you 1,000 times."
It's an old Chinese like form of execution.
I said, yeah, Imperial China.
Yeah.
It was like
Mm-hmm.
deep,
Yeah.
It sounds painful. It sounds like this is going to be a rough one. People wanted us to go right after woulda, coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. That was the one that was requested a lot. We needed a break. I heard Tiny Desk, thought it was going to be fun. Then I heard
These are
the actual
usually
name of
great.
the song. I heard the actual name of the song. Now I'm not so sure about that.
True.
Yeah.
So I think we just get into it. If you guys hear any background noise, Alex's roommates
bad.
are
We
going
got
ham
people
in the
over.
background. So
Yeah.
got
And
people
also, so we couldn't find like the actual just snippet of the song, so we pulled up the Tiny Desk concert and we
There's a
moved
timestamp.
forward
We
to
found
what
it.
we
Presume.
to
It's after
what
the
we
second
presume the
song. So there's like a little part where she's talking, so we're gonna get to hear her whole like.
her little
It should be
thing.
right as they're
Yep.
clapping
Mhm.
after the second song. So
Something like that.
without further ado,
You guys ever had costume changes at Tiny Desk? So over the course of the years that I've done interviews, which is I think probably about like 15 or 16 years now, I've gotten a question over and over again that I think has the potential to seriously deteriorate my mental health. The question is, what will you ever do if you get happy? Like, what will you write about? Will you just never be able to write a song again? It's an interesting question. And, in the interviews, when I would get that question as a young person, and I'd kind of be like, well, I started out writing songs about stuff I had no idea about. Like, I started writing songs when I was 12 years old, and they were usually about, like, heartbreak. I had no idea what I was talking about, but I had watched movies and I had read books, and so I would grab inspiration from character dynamics, as you do. And so I would say in the interviews, like, I'd probably just do that. Like, if stuff is going on in the world that's not just happening to me, like, maybe I could get inspiration from that. But then I'd go home and I'd be like, what would happen if I was ever happy? Like, would I not be able to do the thing that I love the most in the world? Like, oh my God. Would I not be able to write breakup songs anymore? I love breakup songs. They're so fun to write. And so then I happened to be writing this album, Lover, which is a very, very happy, romantic album. And I started, like, in my life, a few of my friends were going through breakups and we were talking. It's like those kinds of breakups where you need to talk to your friend all the time because they need to talk about it all day, every day. So I was having a lot of conversations about breakups. I watched movies that were really, like, well done about breakups. In some of the books I was reading, there were some good breakups happening. And so this all culminated in me, like, waking up one day with all these like heartbreak lyrics in my head, and I was like, it's still here. Yes. So I ended up writing a song that was a breakup song on the Lover album, and I was like, this song is my proof that, you know, don't have to stop writing songs about heartache and misery, which for me is incredible news. So this is called Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Yeah, I was about to.
That was very interesting. I like that.
That is,
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes sense, dude, because she is very good at writing breakup songs,
hmm
as we've seen.
She's like notorious for it, you know?
Notorious for it. And it makes
Yeah.
perfect sense that, you know, it's not just personal experience. It is like, you know, from all of the other
Drawing
things.
inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drawing inspiration from other sources and things like that. So,
hmm
yeah, it's,
Dude,
yeah.
the setting of the tiny desk, it
I
gives
love it.
me, it's the same anxiety as like
Oh.
when you walk in like a Bed Bath and Beyond and there's just shit from floor to ceiling, especially in like a lot of like the stores
The
out here in
clutter gives
Japan.
you anxiety.
There's
Oh my
just a
God.
lot going on, dude. There's a lot going on.
It's a lot. That's so much. That would give me anxiety for sure. But yeah, it's always interesting because all great artists, you know, there's some deep pain. And it is interesting to think like, what if one day I woke up and I was just like super happy about everything? Like how would
Mhm.
that change
Yeah.
my artistic style and things like
Yeah.
that? But yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting.
it is. It's a kind of a fun little thought.
hmm
But
I feel like Post Malone ran into that a little bit.
he got happy and he couldn't write songs anymore. Or what?
No, like his fans
No.
were like, what's wrong with him? Kind of
He's like,
thing.
I'm
I
not
think
depressed.
I think that
Yeah.
happens with a lot of artists like Korn was a big one when the whole band like sobered up and
Oh.
I mean Motley Crue had the same thing happen where people were like now they're not gonna like their music's changed because now they're not like under the influence of certain substances and stuff. So I think it's something, you know, that a lot of artists, you know,
Run
go
into
through, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
different aspects.
hmm
All right, let's get into it. I'm ready for this song.
Incredible news. So this is called Death by a Thousand Cuts. Saying goodbye is death by a thousand cuts. Flashbacks waking me up. I get drunk, but it's not enough. Cause the morning comes and you're not my baby. I look through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. Chandeliers still flickering here, cause I can't pretend it's okay when it's not. It's death by a thousand cuts. I dress to kill my time. I take the long way home. I ask the traffic lights if it'll be alright. They say I don't know. And what once was ours is no one's now. I see you everywhere. The only thing we share is this small town. You said it was a great love, one for the ages. But if the story's over, why am I still writing pages? Cause saying goodbye is death by a thousand cuts. Flashbacks waking me up.
Dude, this song, the melody is really good. I like how it's like the way that she changes the tempo of her singing is like the way that, I don't know, I can't describe it or don't know how to put it into words, but the tempo changes kind of there in the beginning where she adds a bunch of syllables in and it speeds up and then it slows down. And I don't know, the way that changes the melody is really good. And then she keeps it up, you know, it's like part of the, I don't know. It's super interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, considering how like where she pulled inspiration from, like not necessarily like a personal experience like she was saying, but like movies and books and stuff, like it's a pretty real like song about breaking up. Like, you're just like being reminded of this person everywhere you look and everywhere you go, especially
Yeah.
if you're like in your hometown or something like that, or no matter where you are, you're like, like all my demons live here,
I mean, I feel
So
like
like
I think that
it's
everyone can relate to that
late.
if you've been
Hmm.
into a relationship where, like, yeah, any long-term relationship, you break up and then everything starts to remind you of that, like, of them, because I did this
Hmm.
to them, I did this. Yeah, it's like, and yeah, when you're living in the same city or whatever, it's like you're bound to just,
Yeah. And that's what makes it such a great
yeah,
song, is that it is relatable on so many different levels by anyone who has ever been broken up with. Like,
yeah, exactly, exactly.
yeah.
And I think she kind of described it perfectly too. I think that was just great to hear that, and I'm glad we did, where she talked about where the inspiration came from, because now it
Hmm.
does. It's like, oh, this, because of how it's not like she's talking about a very personal thing. It is just more general, like how it
Yeah.
feels getting broken up with, kind of
Hmm.
thing. It makes more sense.
You guys
Evan?
nailed it. There was a lot of
Nothing?
talking. I mean, if I said something, I'm definitely gonna repeat something you guys said. So
Yeah.
Well, this is the show, Pete and repeat.
A plus for both of you. I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of you,
Thank
and
you.
let's
Thanks,
keep
dude.
going.
Thanks,
Great
Teach.
song.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. All right, I rolled it back. Let's get back into it.
Said it was a great love, one for the ages. But if the story's over, why am I still writing pages? 'Cause saying goodbye is death by 1,000 cuts. Flashbacks waking me up. I get drunk, but it's not enough. 'Cause the morning comes and you're not my baby. I look through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. Chandeliers still flickering here, 'cause I can't pretend it's okay when it's not. It's death by 1,000 cuts. My heart, my hips, my body, my love, trying to find a part of me that you didn't touch. Gave up on me like I was a bad drug. Now I'm searching for signs in a haunted club. Our songs, our films, united we stand. Our country, guess it was a lawless land. Quiet my fears with the touch of your hand. Paper cut stings from a paper thin hands. My time, my wine, my spirit, my trust. Trying to find a part of me it didn't take up. Gave you too much, but it wasn't enough. But I'll be alright, it's just 1,000 cuts.
Bro, that part where she paused right there, dude.
That was good,
It was
dude.
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. She was
Steamy,
in like a
dude.
flow, dude, and like,
Right?
yeah, it was almost like surprising, because like the song, you're like, oh yeah, like I'm picking up what she's putting down, and she starts going, and I'm just like, uh-oh, I'm like in sensory overload now with the
Yeah.
background and her like singing and everything, dude. I'm just
It's
like,
the fucking background. Yeah, you really have to just try to blur it out back there.
I know, I'm like,
Zone in on, yeah. But
I
then the
yeah.
strumming the shit out of that guitar.
hmm
The lyrics were speeding up. Yeah.
You see
It
the
got pretty deep.
performer out
yeah,
of her too. It's like, I don't know, it's like cool to see her in this very intimate set, and that's what's so awesome about Tiny Desk concerts. Why people love them
hmm
so much, because it really is your artist, and it's like you're just sitting down and they're just playing for you right in front of you. Like that's the
yeah,
angle they give you, is like, oh yeah, you're just sitting at your desk and they're playing right there.
It's
yeah,
insane.
So
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
and then when she starts like, getting into it like this, it's like, yeah, of course, dude, it's fucking Taylor Swift. She's probably just playing some sold out arena, and now
hmm
she's fucking in this. So it's like bringing that kind of level, like in this kind of, I don't know, it's
yeah,
kind of definitely comes out, and you see it for sure when she's, yeah, like has those pauses. You see she's in that flow, strumming the shit out of the guitar,
hmm hmm
All right, let's get back into it.
Trying to find a part of me it didn't take up. Gave you too much, but it wasn't enough. But I'll be alright, it's just 1,000 cuts. I get drunk, but it's not enough. 'Cause you're not my baby. I look through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. Chandelier still flickering here, cause I can't pretend it's okay when it's not. No, it's not. It's death by 1,000 cuts. My body, my love, my trust. But it wasn't enough, no, no. Ask the traffic lights if it'll be alright. They say I don't know.
Damn. There's a lot of people there, dude.
Sounds like it.
It sounds like it. 20.
Sounds like
We
there's
got
a
20
good-
people there. 25.
You think?
25.
Sounded like a
Did I
good
hear 25. Did I hear
50, dude.
30?
So yeah, I feel like it can't be that big. I'm just picturing like a classroom. 25
Yeah.
students.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
guess.
Mhm.
We don't know.
But also, you know, it was Taylor Swift, you know, playing probably one of their favorite songs. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of enthusiasm, you know, makes it seem like 55.
I
Really
am
25.
really glad that we did this because I, was rewatching some of our old reactions to her in the Long Pond Studios.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I really miss listening to this like very intimate and just her and a guitar setting. It's easily my favorites. My favorite is when
No, exactly
she's
that.
in that setting. So
Because you feel like you can connect with her on a much deeper
Yes.
level.
Yeah.
You can like feel her pain. You can feel everything when it's
Mhm.
in those settings, and that's why it makes it so fun to watch those
yeah.
and sad. You
And
know,
I
but
think too, when she's like talking about the song and then she's singing it and playing it, it makes it so like it makes her like very human. You
Yeah.
know, like hearing her talk about it.
Exactly.
And but when you see her like I don't know, when we're doing the reactions to the like the tours and this stuff, it's like dude, she seems like superhuman. Like she seems like a
Exactly.
fucking superhero out
Mhm.
there. Like
Yeah.
just fucking killing
Yeah.
it. Like nothing. She could just like she could just fly
Yeah.
away, you know? Like fucking
Mhm.
but that's where like I felt like I don't know, I was trying to describe earlier, but it's like it just felt like she got humanized real fast when she was describing it. And then when she started playing, like you see you're like, oh shit, yeah, she's like that performer in her, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
And you like
Mhm.
I don't know. So I like getting that both sides of it, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was nice getting another intimate performance in. So
exactly. Well, thank you very much, Ben. This was an amazing request. We're gonna have to watch the rest of the concert, honestly, in some
At some
other
point,
video
yeah.
at some
at
point.
some point, yeah.
So stay
Mhm.
tuned for that for sure. Yeah, and make sure guys go in the comments, leave Ben some love, leave a heart down there, something like that. We appreciate the support to the channel. It means a ton. We can't do this without you guys. So thank you so much. And if you guys want to support right now, the best way you could do it is just smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our content in the future. Follow us on social media and you can also join our Discord. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.